What's up, everybody? It is Pete from the Boat Breakers, and I'd like to talk to you about the Carnival Glory today. Specifically, 5 things I disliked on the Carnival Glory. Again, do your own due diligence. This is just things I disliked. I'm not discouraging you in any way at all to not take this cruise. Just do your own research. And again, these are my opinions on what I disliked on the Carnival Glory. And if you and 3 family members or 3 buddies are looking to cruise for free, subscribe to the channel, because when we hit 10,000 subscribers on this channel, which will be very soon, we're giving away a cruise for 4 for free to one of our subscribers. So let's get right into it. The first thing that hit me right when I walked onto the cruise, because I've been on many Carnival cruise ships before, is the ship layout and decor. I found the ship's decor to be outdated and, weirdly enough, overly vibrant. I think that was a look they were going for on all the older ships when they were new, but it didn't feel modern. It didn't feel cohesive. It just felt very outdated. And one of the things that I noticed was, because they did a refurbish not too long ago, half of it looks new, half of it looks old. So that cohesiveness wasn't there on this ship. Also, the ship's layout in general was another annoyance to me, especially on deck 3. The galley blocks the direct access to the dining room, so you have to go up 2 floors to 5 over and then back down, just forcing like inconvenient detours when you're just trying to get food, you're trying to eat in the dining room. So the ship's layout, again, maybe it wasn't as thought out when they were making these ships back in the day, but the ship's layout is very different from the open and more intuitive layouts of the newer ships. So just keep that in mind. Okay, moving on to number 2, we have overcrowded pools and public areas. Now, this being a weekend booze cruise, I'll call it, a party ship, I'll call it, it felt very, very overcrowded. And the first kind of example I saw of that was the sail away party. You know how I love my sail away parties, and everyone loves Carnival sail away parties. There wasn't even any place to dance. Couldn't get a drink. Every public area felt very overcrowded. Maybe they oversold the ship, I'm not sure, but the pools, forget about it. You're not getting in the pool unless, you know, for some reason you want to swim in the rain, or you get there early enough, or you don't mind jumping in the middle of a packed pool. So there was overcrowded areas, overcrowded public areas, the pool decks, the public space felt uncomfortably crowded during the sea days. It was, again, nearly impossible to find a lounger because that many people. So if you go up a few decks and it's a little later in the day and the DJ's not playing anymore, it's just quiet and there's no activities, then it's a little bit easier. But right at prime time, 1 o'clock, sea days especially, you're not getting seats out in the public areas. Number 3, moving on, one more important to me is limited specialty dining. Now, for a foodie like myself, the specialty dining options are something that I always like to try out. And again, it just has to happen. I hate comparing the newer ship to the older ship, because now we're comparing prices and all that comes with going on something newer, and duration usually is longer on the newer ships. But there was like no specialty dining except the steakhouse. And if you watched my review or the tour, you know that I enjoyed the steakhouse. I got the cowboy steak. The steakhouse was still good and the food was great there. But, you know, sometimes I like to go to the seafood place and the other places, and this didn't have it. So while on the subject of food, I'd like to mention, while venues like the Old Fashioned BBQ were decent, like I did like it. I like barbecue anything, the chicken, the pork, the beef. They weren't well promoted. I had to ask somebody like where it was. You have to go up like a flight of stairs in the middle of the buffet. So it was empty a lot of the time. It was great, but it was hard to get a drink because they don't have servers up there. So if you want, grab yourself a water and go find the Old Fashioned BBQ. If you're into that, they have macaroni and stuff. But I did enjoy that. And that was free as well. So moving on to number 4, hopefully I'm getting this information you guys fairly quickly. After looking at the analytics of our channel, you know, we get drop off a lot if I'm not just talking about the main point of the video. So number 4, lack of entertainment variety in general, shows and stuff. So I was disappointed by the limited entertainment options, but as an older ship focused on partying and, you know, a weekend cruise, didn't really offer like diverse shows and activities, which again I understood, but it's something that I look for when I like cruise with Carnival, the fun ships, you know, the entertainment squad or the party squad. I forget what they call them, but I was hoping of more, you know. I didn't get the Carnival vibe on this ship like I usually get when I go on, like, you know, say Mardi Gras, Legend, Celebration. Like, it was just too party focused for me, I think. But again, it's a weekend cruise, so it happens sometimes. But not all weekend cruises. I went on the Utopia of the Seas, which is the world's biggest weekend cruise, right? That's how they have it labeled. We should call it the world's most expensive weekend cruise, but there was plenty to do there. You'd have to cruise that ship like 6 times, 6 weekends in a row to get like the full ship. But anyways, that's a different video. I do have videos out on the Utopia if you're interested in seeing the ship. I have a tour and a review. But yeah, let's get back into this. All right, last but not least, hopefully you stayed this long. If you did stay this long, you're going to get the most important one that I disliked, which was the cost versus the reward. For a weekend cruise, I felt like the Glory was overpriced. Considering the ship's age, the limited amenities, fewer modern offerings, the cost just didn't match the experience. For the other 4 things that I just listed in this video before, 1 through 4, versus the price of the cruise, which I go in detail over my Carnival Glory review, which you can see in the description. It just didn't match. So I probably wouldn't take this cruise again. Just saying, just being honest, I probably wouldn't take this cruise again because after the alcohol package, after the $100 upgrade, and after specialty dining, I was pretty much broke. I had to sell one of my kidneys. So the cost versus the reward, number 5, that's the biggest one for me. You know, you want to get your best bang for your buck, so to speak. So Carnival Glory kind of failed in this department, in my opinion, again. Yeah, so that's it for the list. Hopefully you took something from this. And again, I'm not discouraging you to go on this cruise in any way at all. I'm just kind of reporting what I'm supposed to report as a cruising channel, The Boat Breakers. So if you learned anything, you took anything from this video, definitely drop a comment. One thing that I want to know is, where's everybody from? Drop your hometown or your state or your country. I kind of want to know where the viewers are from. We get a lot of unique viewers on each video, and it'd be nice to know where you guys are from. We're trying to give away a cruise again for 4 when we hit 10,000 subscribers. So again, stay tuned for that. That's going to be a fun time. We gave away a cruise for 2 already, and that was a blast. So thank you guys so much for watching this video. Hopefully it was short enough, straight to the point. I am Pete from The Boat Breakers. I'll see you guys in the next video. Take care.